Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get the off my chest, no. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Eyes of me don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost.
We are sandwiched between Worth in Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Cleveland Browns and the Dallas Cowboys. Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
First down, Mayfield. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down. To throw again on second down, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing, Mayfield. And an alley to run. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play fake, Mayfield. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. To throw, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away.
And look here, it's an opening drive fake. And this is caught. And the fake will work. He's going to have a first down. The deception there pays off to perfection. 14 yards on the fake punt and a first down. Well, you want to talk about catching the defense off guard. Opening drive, fake punt. They got it.
That had the total feel of something that was scripted during the entire week leading up to the game. They made that decision probably on Tuesday. First drive of the game.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, 43 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Partner, I think we can all agree that that was a pretty darn good opening drive right there. And the key to it all, going for it on 4th down earlier in the drive.
Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that you don't like that call on the opening drive of the game.
It's a very strong limb that you're out on right now. Okay, hey, look. The game between college and the NFL continues to creep closer, but that is truly a college play, not an NFL play. Because you snap the ball from the 3-yard line there, whether it's going for 1 or going for 2. So it makes sense to try it that way to maybe fake it. In this case, from the 15, makes 0 sense.
And now your lead's just 6-0 instead of 7-0. The former Mississippi State Bulldog Dak Prescott coming out here to lead this Dallas Cowboys offense. And if you look at the numbers for Dak this year, they're up. Over 4,000 yards for the first time in his 4-year NFL career. Career high in touchdowns as well. So those are up, but the wins are not up. The Cowboys battling right around 500, and they've been hanging in a tough contest in the NFC East with Philly. The good news, though, even though that win total may not be impressive for Dak and the Cowboys, obviously they're right there in that playoff picture. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his second rushing title. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Following the interception, Mayfield. He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. That'll bring up second down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And it's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Mayfield escaping the pressure right. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. On 2nd and 12, Prescott, and he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Prescott now from the 50. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall.
Pick 6, baby. Let's get this all day.
Now, they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Let's go.
They'll run with Chubb. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd down and goal. Mayfield, and he's got the hook up to Landry. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. They'll give it to Chubb, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb taking it in. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And Nick Chubb, the one to finish it off, as he does so with a touchdown run. Joseph now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. Dak and the Cowboy offense heading back onto the field. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Completes it to Jason Witten. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 16 and a Dallas first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
A first down carry by Elliott. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense,
he's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. On the jet sweep, here's Cooper. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. It'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Get in the weight room. Here we go, 46. Watch quick. Watch 26.
Here's Prescott. And he's got it to Hearns. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Olivier Vernon coming in with some force for the sack that time. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for, but now it's 3rd and goal.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Looking to throw. Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Blake Jarwin there to make the grab as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
4th and goal, and they found a way to throw it in the end zone for a touchdown.
And these defenses, they just like 3 downs, get off the field. But here they had to go 4, couldn't get it done.
A lot of the time, you're looking up and saying, okay, if I hold them for 3, at worst, I give up a field goal attempt.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
What maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film almost to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Cleveland Browns ready to set up shop for their next drive, and this is a Browns team, Charles, that has been on a roller coaster ride this year. Entered the season with all those expectations. One bright spot's been Nick Chubb. He's been great at running back. He's in contention for the rushing title, but they didn't string together back-to-back wins until week 11, and they've just been treading water all season. And get this, they're not going to finish above 500 this year. The last time that the Browns were above 500, 2007.
And just think that would have been, or let me rephrase that, that should have been a heck of a goal for this franchise, to show considerable growth, right? Move above 500 and show that they're going to be a contender for years to come. But things really got out of whack in the offseason. All of a sudden, people were talking Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I don't know how we got there, all right? Even with hindsight, you're like, how is that discussion coming up? But it was. Super Bowl, playoffs, all of that. So now it looks like...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The sack by Robert Quinn. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Mayfield down. He's going to let this one. He's got a man. Complete. That's a first down and then some. A 32-yard pickup.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force him into third and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. And he lost the football. Charles loses it. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. After one, it's 13-6. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know, when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. And now Mayfield on the bootleg. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Mayfield to throw it. And the pressure gets to him again. Sean Lee, the longtime vet, getting in and getting to the QB. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Gets this one to the tight end, Charles. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On 4th down, the Browns hand things over to the veteran Britton Colquitt to punt. getting set to go again. We get a look at Amari Cooper as he heads back out there now. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us, but sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game. They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Elliott. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Throwing, Prescott, and he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for... They only get 5 out of that quick slant, but that's good enough for a first. They'll run on 1st down. Elliott. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Here comes the ball. 53, check 53.
On the jet sweep, here's Cooper. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Prescott. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 16 in the Dallas 1st down. First down, Prescott. This to Jarwin. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 16 in the Dallas 1st down. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Check 99. Kill.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down. On 1st down, it's Elliott. And he stopped immediately there. Up to make the tackle, Phillip Gaines. Throwing on 2nd down. Prescott going right side. He has Witten. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Boy, you got to think that having the 37-year-old veteran Jason Witten back at tight end is going to be great for Dak Prescott for plays just like that. And you think to last year when Witten wasn't there, it was kind of a rotating carousel. They had Blake Jarwin, Jeff Swaim, Rico Gathers, Dalton Schultz. But Witten back out there and doing it. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Now Prescott on 4th down. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Browns defense stands tall. Well, Charles, while we have a second, we talked about the NFC playoff picture, but I wanted to get your thoughts on a hot topic right now in NFL circles. That's awarding a home game to every division winner, regardless of record. It's happened twice in this decade that we've seen a 7-9 team in Seattle get a home game and a 7-8-1 Carolina team get one.
where do you stand on this? Because there's a scenario where you could have a 13-win team from the NFC West traveling to face an 8-win team from the NFC East.
I know I'm a dinosaur on this one. Absolutely. I love the division champ getting a home game. I don't care what the record is, and I know it sounds wrong, and we're in this society now where everything has to be fair and right. And we would like that, and I would like that too for most big.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts, and still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter.
They'll run on first down. It's Elliott, and there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
Brings up second and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Looking to throw on second down. Prescott, and he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Travis Carey.
Cooper was the intended target. Well, this is a good window right here, partner, to wish happy holidays to everybody out there in Madden land, and happy holidays to you and yours as well.
Same to you. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, however you celebrate the holiday season.
Yeah, by the way, speaking of, what is your favorite holiday song? Because I know in the elevator on the way up, we heard Feliz Navidad, and you went into the fetal position.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I mean, I feel bad about that because, you know, it's a big hit and all, but it's not my favorite. Silver Bells, as done by Stevie Wonder.
Yeah.
My favorite.
That's classic. I'd have to go Burl Ives, Have a Holly Jolly Christmas. Always puts me in a jolly mood.
I love that because when we watch some of the Christmas specials, there's Burl Ives as the narrator.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. The tight end Seth DeValve, the intended receiver, and now it's second down.
Have to give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. They were prepared. Ordinarily, when they take the big shot downfield to the big guy, that's usually a mismatch that the offense is used to winning. But the preparation showed for the defense, and they were able to bat it away.
From the 21, it's second and 10.
Hey, alert 33.
Here's Mayfield. It's caught. Beckham. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. They do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Watch the pass. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. We're going to 52.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. The tight end Jarwin with it out on the left side.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. On first down, Elliott. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Prescott now. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 13, the 40, 30, the 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Cowboys offense taking the field again here. And as you think about Dallas and where they're at right now, it seems like every week recently we're talking about the NFC East not performing well and the Cowboys and the Eagles battling it out for a subpar record to go to the playoffs and win the division. Of course, Washington, the Giants, way out of it, below 500. But the Cowboys very much in the playoff picture. They came into the season with that Zeke saga. When he signed, he finally signed. They get off to the 3-0 start. People were saying, are they the best team in the NFC? Maybe the best team in the NFL. But they've had their struggles since, and a lot of questions about Jason Garrett's future, at least around the fan base in the Metroplex. But if you look to Week 15 when they blew out the Rams 44-21, maybe their most complete performance of the season. And afterwards, a lot of the folks in that area saying if they get that Dallas Cowboys team down the stretch and into the playoffs, they could make a run at things. We now proceed to the start of the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Dak and the Cowboys ready for their next possession. Any surprise in your mind he's out there to start the second half after 4 first-half interceptions?
I used to be surprised by a lot of things, partner, but in this case I'm not, because you know they want him to be their guy. And the only way to truly establish that is to give him a chance to work through some of the issues he had in the first half.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Well, using Zeke Elliott in the passing game, that's something Cowboy fans are getting used to. Last year, 77 receptions. And you think back to his rookie season, he had 32 and then 26 his second year. But he's really on the uptick. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. He's got his targets covered. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down.
53, check 53.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Phillip Gaines there defensively.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. Caught by Cobb. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Prescott on first down. That's complete to Cobb. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down. A first down throw for Prescott. That's complete, and once again, it's Cobb. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit. Looking to throw. Prescott to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. To the air again, Prescott. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab as his guys are back within a single score.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6. That time a 9-play drive. And it's capped off for the Cowboys touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Come on, fellas.
Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. It's Landry now on the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. Mayfield now has hit on 7 of 17 passes, just 41%, but it's 1st and 10. They'll get it in the hands of Beckham. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. They go with Chubb on second down. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15. Third and long for Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down? On 4th down, they snap it to Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down. Well, short of a first. So nursing a slim lead, and that is the opposite of protecting that slim lead.
All I can think here is that head coach, he knows more about what's going on with his team than we do. He must know something's up. Either he has trouble with his punter, right? He's worried about his defense. There's an explanation in there that we're going to ask for after the game, because in this situation, I wouldn't have done that in normal circumstances, but maybe he thought my best opportunity is with my offense.
Yeah, interesting. Back in their own territory. Now we'll see what transpires. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down. First down, Prescott. 5th catch of the game for him there. And that is caught. It's Witten for the Cowboy touchdown. Jason Witten, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air, because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And You're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because in the back of the end zone, never let a guy catch one in front of you.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Well, someone wasn't very happy about that game being tied up. They came right back at him with a big-time return. They want to get back out in front as fast as possible.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Mayfield looks to throw. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Mayfield now from the 50. He gets it complete to Harris. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? Mayfield, it's brought in by Harris. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. The offense staying out there. They're at 50%, 2 for 4 thus far in the game. What can they do here on 4th down? Here's Mayfield. That's complete. It's Charles. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Mayfield now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Mayfield with it once more. Gets this one to the tight end, Charles. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. A toss play to Chubb. And he gets it down to the 32. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now Chubb. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Throwing, Mayfield. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete.
Hey, alert!
throwing again on second down. Mayfield. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. On the toss, here's Johnson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Fourth down, and on is Greg Joseph for the Browns field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. And how about this? It's complete. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. From 8 yards out. And the Browns have taken the lead.
Right there, the fake worked out perfectly. The holder took the ball and found his man. A perfect fake field goal. Love it.
Joseph on for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Joseph now to kick this one away. This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. Last year, Dak Prescott had 3 fourth-quarter comebacks, and he's in search of another one right now. They start on the ground with Elliott. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Prescott now. Complete to Jason Witten. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Dak fighting his tight end Witten, and the Cowboys have a first down. The last time we saw Jason Witten on a football field instead of the broadcasting booth was, of course, 2 years ago, 2017. He had 63 catches, 560 yards, 5 touchdowns. It was his 11th Pro Bowl that season for a man who came into the league back in 2003. And again, it's Prescott.
I know we love.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
You better come to your boy.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. To throw is Prescott. This to Jarwin. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Blake Jarwin, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with an extra point. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern in the middle of the end zone.
And ordinarily, that's a tough spot to find because there's usually coverage to take away that portion of the field. But they found a gap, and they exploited it.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Now Prescott. And it's incomplete, but a flag is down here, so hang on. Let's see what we've got.
Defense.
Well, he's got to have that wrong, doesn't he? They declined that.
There's no doubt about it. Sorry to step on you there, partner, but let's go ahead and run this one together, right? Incomplete pass, yet they call pass interference, and somehow you're going to decline that penalty?
I'm so confused. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 18. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mayfield to throw it. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. The Browns on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 7.
61, matchbox, light.
To throw, Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Mayfield on 4th down. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. Now Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
6 guys, check 6 guys. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
And the blitz does come. Now Mayfield lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they will finally get him, but not.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
They'll run on first down. It's Elliott. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
It's now 2nd and 6.
53's the mark. 53. Check 53. I'm here all day. Kill. No. Off. Shift.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Prescott. And that is caught. It's Witten for the Cowboy touchdown. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead.
And that third counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without him, they're not winning this game.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Looking to throw. Prescott to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
We got this.
The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Mayfield now. Being chased out left. And this is incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3rd down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Back to it after the pick six. Mayfield nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Off the edge, it's Tyrone Crawford with a sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers. Odell Beckham Jr. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big play that time for Cleveland. 46 yards. Mayfield looks to throw. His throw incomplete. He was trying to go back to Beckham there, but it's going to be 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And again, it's Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football. Third and long for Mayfield. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. He'll look to throw. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends.
Regular.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
4th down, and on is Greg Joseph for the Browns field goal. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise as his guys are back within a single score.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
So time here for the onside kick and then the 2-minute warning. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. So that one will be accepted. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Now Elliott. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. This is Elliott. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11.
Mike, 53, Mike. It's going to be a long day.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And now with 4. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Throwing here, Prescott. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall. Well, partner, still a head-scratcher to me how this one ended, down 3. I just thought, no matter the situation, you're in a spot where you can kick that field goal and go to overtime. Why not do it?
And this is where I think the analytics guys are going to continue to get more and more traction in the league. We've talked about different people now saying, I need a game management coach, someone in the booth to take the emotion out of it. Did they lose track of where they were on the clock, right? Did they lose track of where they were on the field? Was it makeable for their kicker? All those things come into play here, and it turns out they don't get it done.